Okay.
This one's recipe.
Okay, so I guess we are now live from the studio. So my name is Laura Edima, and I am the creator of the finger rub rug. You can see behind me is now on a table, but this used to be a multimedia installation placed in a dedicated white space, so people could enter one at a time to experience the artwork. There was a specially composed soundtrack accompanying the art piece, and that is composed by my partner Martin Drax, and you can also listen to it online on Spotify, and you can find it as Music for Fingers. It is now also playing in the background. I don't know if you can really hear it, but at some point I'm going to put it a bit louder. And the carpet is made of 1,300 silicone fingers. They're all molded after my partner, so they're the fingers of only one person. But in the entrance of the installation, there was a rolling door, and inside this rolling door, there were mounted different sculptures, but people could not see it. They could only touch it. So there were openings, and people could put their arms inside and feeling all the sculptures. And these were fingers of different couples. So when I started working on this project, that was around 2 years ago, I invited different partners to my studio and taught them how to mold each other's fingers. I realized that the molding process is quite an intimate experience, and people have to work together, they have to communicate. A lot of interesting conversations took place. First, I only invited people that were romantically involved, but soon after, I opened up the workshops and invited people that are not used to touching each other, and then the interaction became a bit more awkward. Sometimes they had to overcome some sort of prejudice. We have 2 volunteers for today who are going to do the finger molding workshop, and that's Rimke and Lisa. So yeah, all the fingers from the workshops were mounted at the beginning of the installation. People could not see it but only touch it. And after getting used to the material, which is the silicone finger, they could go inside and experience the real artwork, and they could do anything they wanted inside the white space, inside the installation room. Nobody was watching. I closed the door behind them. They could spend as much time as they wanted inside. There was also a special speaker under the rug that sent vibrations, so people who dared to lay on the carpet could feel a second heartbeat, and that was only pulsations, only vibrations. And there was also a heating blanket underneath the rug, so there was heat coming from the fingers. Okay, so now I'm going to explain a little bit what we're going to do today. We have Rimke and Lisa, so I'm going to give the podium to them, and I'm going to show how a mold looks like. So this is one silicone mold. So this is the silicone part that is brushed on layers on top of the finger. It's very liquidy, and after a few minutes it gets hard. And because it's so flexible, you can make the cast in one piece, so it's very detailed, very realistic. But you have to make sure that it's in the right shape. So that's why we also use a plaster cast, and that's made with plaster bandages, and that's the second part of the workshop. So now I'm going to ask my volunteers which finger you want to mold from each other.
Favorite finger? Oh, that's really good. I think this one.
Okay.
For her. Index.
Index, yeah.
Niet deze hand, dat ziet er fijn. Yes. And this one.
Okay, so
Is this the part where you ask me to marry you?
it's coming. So Rimke and Lisa are going to receive a sculpture like this to take home. We are not going to do the cost today because they take some time to treat them, but I'm going to make this for them. We had also another workshop last week, also for Dutch Design Week, and then I had Serge and his daughter, and this is going to be a really cute sculpture that I'm going to give as a present for them. Okay, and which one of you goes first?
Me? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to present you the materials. I am using a 2-component silicone, meaning that it comes in 2 pieces. If you keep them separate, it's very liquidy, but if you're going to combine them, then it's going to cure, meaning it's going to harden in a few minutes. So I'm going to mix the materials from you. Mixing ratio is 1:1, so the same amount by volume or weight of component A mixed with component B. And that's it. I will do this for you so you don't have to worry. The first part you have to do it yourself, and then you have to apply a thin layer of Vaseline on top of the finger that you chose.
Okay.
So I have a jar there. And also, people, if you have questions and you have a YouTube account, you can also ask me questions.
So a thin layer of this.
Yeah, you have to apply a thin layer. Don't do it too thick because otherwise you're going to see it back in your mold.
Put this up. Perfect.
Ready?
Yes.
Oh, you did it to yourself.
Oh, I have to do it.
You have to do it.
Oh, no.
It's about working together.
You can do mine.
Okay, you can just check if it's good, right?
Feels nice. Yeah. Sticky.
Okay. So here it comes. First component. So the first layer, well, I have to tell you that we're going to do 3 layers of the silicone, but the first one is the most liquidy and is the one that's going to copy the most details. So you don't have to use all the silicone from the cup, but just make sure that all the skin areas are covered, well covered. And this silicone is really, it spreads really well, so you don't really have to brush it really hard. You just have to place it on top of the finger, and then at some point you have to communicate with each other because you have to turn the finger, you know?
Yeah. At some point we have to communicate. Okay.
Okay, treat this as a couple counseling, or how do you call it? Couple therapy.
Couple therapy.
It's not that you needed one. I mean, I don't know.
Are you implying so? I'm an advocate for therapy always, so
Yeah.
also if you don't need it, it's nice rest.
Yeah, this is tactile therapy. Experiencing each other in a way you haven't done before. Did you realize we are now the scary team of the music?
Yeah. The heartbeat.
Okay, so you can mix it?
So, do we need something below the...
No, it's fine. I can give you a piece of plastic, but not that necessary. So just mix it until it all becomes one consistent color. A bit bluish purplish, just that you don't see the pink anymore. Well, I can give you this if you feel more safe.
More for your table.
Oh, don't
Okay. Ja, ik heb wil je dat zo? Zo? Ja. Nou, I already like this.
You can also use a brush if that's easier. I have some brushes in your cup. Some siliconized brushes.
Er zit ook een vast op niet. Een stokje. Hè? Het is wel een stokje. Kijk, als je naar...
And I suggest that you don't take too much time because you have around
Okay.
5 minutes until it's
Okay.
getting too hard.
Oh, okay.
And
We'll take a little bit of the brush.
take this one. I think this one is a good one.
It has to be completely covered, right?
Yeah, it has to be completely covered in a way that you don't see the skin anymore. I'm going to help you
Yeah.
sometimes.
Oké, kan je hem omdraaien weer? Oh, dat is wel strakker.
Yeah, and don't try to brush it because sometimes
it's
you take
gonna-
it away. Just paste it on top and let it drip. Let it spread over the finger.
Ja.
Moet je hier?
Yeah, that's very good. That technique.
Zo.
Oh.
Don't worry, it can drip. We are now at the perfect temperature for this silicone to cure quite fast.
Mhm.
The silicone is very sensitive to temperature, so it only cures if it's used and stored between 19 and 23 degrees. We are now at 21.2 degrees, quite a comfortable temperature inside here. So so we can make it.
I think it's good.
Hier een klein beetje op de punt van mijn vinger.
He's very precise.
That's good. Yeah, and I would always suggest to make it a bit thicker at the base because that's the part where when I'm casting, I stretch it a bit so I can take the finger out. So it has to be a bit strong, but you can also reinforce it with the next layers. So don't worry so much about it. And if you think it's good, you don't have to use all the silicone.
I think it's good now.
It looks quite nice. All right, I'll clean this. It works, huh, the music to get you in the mood.
I like it.
Yeah, maybe now it's time to... This is the erotic part.
Is it so? Do you feel it drying, or is it still really wet?
I don't know. I don't feel a lot.
Yeah, it's not. You don't feel that much. Although when you're going to have more layers, you're going to, from my experience, you're going to start feeling it heavy. And then it's funny if you're going to start touching things when you have this.
Like it's sleeping or something.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to prepare the next batch. We can go quite one after the other.
Yes.
Because, as I said, the temperature is very good, and it just takes a few minutes to become hard enough. Okay, all in all, a curing time is around 20 minutes, but at the end, it's going to cure. And
Okay, cool.
so I decided I'm going to do the measuring because some people get nervous when they have to mix things, especially with a material they've never worked before. Well, it was for me the first time I came to my studio with my first batches of silicone. That was.
Do you do other body parts as well?
Yes.
So I saw you did your face, right?
Yeah.
So how did that work? How did that happen?
That's quite an experience. Yes, I did a mold of my face. I have a mold of my chest. I have a mold of my bum that I use for other sculptures. The most intense one was the mold of my face because, of course, when you don't see, you experience the world in a completely different way.
And you did it yourself?
No, I had 4 assistants. I have. I was in the hands of very nice people, very knowledgeable and caring. So they took good care of me. But even then, I was like
scary, like
scary.
Claustrophobic.
Yeah, but also because I was worried, like, are they going to do it right? You know, this is my job. I am always doing the molding. And then I had to be the subject. So the experience was quite intense. also because I could not see what they were doing. I was sometimes gesturing and asking with my fingers, like, is it okay? Or
So how
is
did you
licking.
breathe?
Yeah, they left the nose. The
Or
holes,
the nose, yeah.
the holes for the nostrils were left open, and then I could breathe.
So scared.
But it's beautiful. The mold are amazing. I'm now using it to make sculptures and face masks that people can wear. I want other people to wear my face.
Yeah.
And that's also going to be really creepy, I think.
Yeah.
But interesting nonetheless.
That's cool.
Okay, so I think now I have the right mixture.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm going to do, I will apply 1 drop of the thickening agent. So the most important layer is this layer because it's the one that copies the most detail. The coming 2 layers are going to be really support layers. So you can already start mixing it, and while you mix it, I'm going to apply 1 drop of the thickening agent. Okay?
Yeah.
So this is going to make the consistency a bit thicker. And you can also apply in a more bulky way.
Because is this hard now?
Well,
Hard-ish,
but you can do the next layer on top.
Okay. Go for it.
I'm going to continue the first part.
Kijk. Misschien even zo. Zo? Ja.
You can make an artwork if you like. It's going to be immortalized. Watch out, it's dripping.
Oh yeah.
On my other finger.
On your other phalanges.
Wow.
Are you using medical terms?
Yeah.
So phalange is the medical term for...
I mostly know it because of Friends.
Oh, really?
Of the TV show. There they use the word phalange for, how do you call it, for every like appendix to something. Like something that
sticks out.
Sticks out, yes.
Oh, so it's not only fingers.
Well,
Wat wil je dat dit gaat? Vertel. Zo?
Ja, dit moet ook.
Told you have to communicate.
Ja.
Ja. Het weer nog naar links gedaan.
Zo?
Nee, allemaal links.
Zo?
Dat is helemaal...
Het topje.
Oh, oké. Zo, wordt het al zwaar?
Een beetje. Moet ik nu wel neerzetten dan net?
It looks quite good. I think you're almost done with the second layer.
Ja, dus een beetje meer zo. Ja?
That's a lot.
It looks pretty good. Yeah.
She's like, you're not ready for my face yet. But
Oh, I can show you the...
yeah, I would
face
like to
model.
see it.
If you, so, this is the face model.
Oh.
Cool.
So maybe I show it here to whoever is watching. Let's see.
So cool.
Yeah. Yeah, this is quite nice. And I use it to make custom plaster, but I also have some faces in silicone. So this is the face in silicone.
Oh.
It's a test.
Oh, it's how you wear your makeup as well.
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
my identity.
Yeah.
So I don't apply makeup. You can just wear my face. Let's see.
Oh!
Wait, this is a bit more weird if I do it like this.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, at some point I'm going to have to find volunteers who can wear my face.
Yeah,
Yeah, they put the glass for.
How is it?
It's getting hard, yeah.
You don't have to keep it like very stiff. If you're tired, you can move it a bit because it's very flexible. So don't worry that.
Oh.
Okay. So now the third layer,
Mhm.
and that can be even more rough because it's just it's just a support layer. And then I'm going to apply 2 drops of the thickening agent.
Ja, even zitten. Gaat vanzelf.
It's breathing. Your finger is breathing.
Yeah, don't strain your finger. You can relax.
It's gonna have a muscle pain in her finger tomorrow.
Do you have muscles in your finger?
Yeah. Everything in your body has muscles, basically.
Can you train your finger muscles?
That I'm not sure. I think so.
Yes, I'm pretty sure. Because playing violin.
Oh, yeah.
The pinky finger.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to put it on the snares.
Yeah.
Of to reach out. But if you do it a lot, you train it.
Yeah.
It gets easier.
Hmm.
And I'm guessing that surgeons also train their fingers.
Yeah, right. But now in surgery they use tools, right? They don't.
Yeah, but you still have to hold just like you hold a pencil.
Yeah, exactly. But it becomes really part of your, like an extension of your body. The tool, you start feeling it as it is like a body part, which is very interesting, I think. This, and I have also a stick. I think it's better to use a stick for mixing. Kiki likes our show.
That was our.
Okay, shall I give it 2 drops? 1 and 2.
Okay.
I will clean this one. Yeah.
Okay. Even more rough. Kom je met je vinger? Dan naar boven. Je puntje.
Lisa is so focused. She's like, what are you doing? Are you sure? Okay. So I'm going to prepare the stage for the next part.
En de andere kant.
Zo?
Ja.
Vast hier.
Een soort vissen. Oh ja, dan moet ik een beetje. Nee, dus gewoon bij de basis ook. De andere kant.
Zo?
Mhm.
Of zo? Zo? Dat kan ook.
Dit is niet
Zo?
De lijn die is een beetje uit elkaar gehaald.
Wow, quite an installation there.
Ja.
It's very organic.
Denk je dat het hier nog een plekje wil?
Ja, daar dacht ik niet.
Daar dus.
Ja, ik dacht zo.
Yeah, I also see a little bit of holes here, so you can put a blob in there.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
Ja, even van de andere kant. It's really weird to use a material that you've never felt the sensation of.
Yeah, it's true, right? You really have to get used to the material. It also took me some time. It was really scary at the beginning because when I went to my studio with the first package, I really never worked with it before and I had to do this and there was nobody supervising me.
Okay, I think it's good now.
But it's very easy to work with it. And yeah, I've never really had big problems. Unless I only had problems about the curing of the silicone when I cast the fingers because I combined latex with silicone,
yeah.
and that it's not a good combination. And then the silicone did not cure, which means that it stayed sticky.
Oh, yeah.
So then it did not become hard. So I had the first 3 rows of my carpet were a disaster. I thought, oh my god, it's never really going to work.
Oh.
So I had a latex sheet underneath the rug, and I thought I'm going to use the latex sheet for a base, and then I'm going to start placing the fingers on top of that. But I have that base. But of course, then I realized
sticky.
that it was that the latex had a chemical reaction with the silicone, so it did not cure. So I had to wash everything really thoroughly. And what I did, I started casting the same silicone row by row, and then stick the fingers inside the uncured silicone, and then make sure they become one material, basically.
Yeah.
And that's how
now it looks like it's one. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how I made it. Just put the fingers and continued like this.
Yeah, it's cool.
I hope you're not allergic to this.
No, I'm not. I know that.
Yeah, okay.
Are you allergic to something in particular?
I always have very, very bad reactions to stuff, but silicone is a lot of medical tools as well. So
Exactly. It's quite, and this is especially skin-safe silicone.
Yeah.
So it's really used for making body molds. It's even called
that's
body
really
double.
Body double, yeah.
So I hope nothing goes wrong. So now I prepared some water for you. Let me put it next to you.
It's a little itchy. It's a little itchy.
And you can't scratch. That's all. So I have some plaster bandages. What you'll have to do is to make sure that you only apply on 1/2 of the finger. So I have here 2 parts. So first you're going to do 1/2. Make sure the edges are very clean, because then we will be you have to take it out.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're gonna first you do first half, around 3 to 4 layers of bandages.
Just like
Yeah, and you can also fold it. You can if you rub it, then it becomes really one material. And 3-4 layers. Then we are gonna apply a layer of Vaseline on the edges so that it doesn't stick, and then you can do the other half.
Yeah. Okay. Will your finger ever get out of there?
We'll see.
We'll see. Okay, so we make it wet?
Let's see. Yeah. It's a bit sticky. Maybe we wait 1 minute.
Okay.
So what you have to do is use the already pre-cuts I made. You dip it into water and take the excess water out with your fingers. Just rub it off. I have some towels for you if you're scared of your clothes, so you can put it on your lap. Yeah, okay. All right, no problem. You can also take picture or whatever you like. If you want to immortalize this unique moment of your life.
Leuk ook dat wat kan.
Do you live in Amsterdam?
Yes.
Ah, that's great. Far away?
In the eastern part, the Amsterdam Oost, we live.
Okay. I live on Sint-Urban.
Oh, cool.
Also really far. I cycle every day to here.
Yeah, that's far. It's like half an hour or something? Or?
More, because I'm not the fastest. I have a big Oma fist that when I step off my bike, the how do you call the steering wheel? It's here.
Oh.
So I have to really jump, and then I'm high on the bike. If I take off, it's like
That's funny.
yeah. But I like that big bike. It's like small girl with a
Yeah. Big bike.
Yeah.
Sorry, like. Ja, ze zijn we vast al niet vast aan elkaar gepakt.
Oh, I see. But maybe you can remove that.
Is that bad?
It's not necessarily bad.
It's not.
But if you like, you can release it. We can give it a cut. Let's see. Oh. I feel like a surgeon right now.
Yeah.
Not your skin? Okay, good.
Yeah.
And I think this, you can just put it on. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think it
that's
will be
better.
easier.
Yeah, you free?
It's better. I can just...
Okay, so I think now you can apply the plaster.
Yeah. Okay. So just put it like this, right?
Yeah, you can put it like that, and on the edges, what I usually do, I fold it. So I make sure it's until here, and then I fold on the edges.
Back
Yeah, back.
or under it.
Just do it, and I will show you if you have any problem.
Okay. And then you take it.
What I do, I take it,
Oh yeah.
fold it,
Okay.
and then I rub it. So I'll make sure that it's really on the half of the finger.
Oh, wat een spul dit.
Is dit gewoon gips?
Ja, denk ik.
It's a gipsverband.
Gips?
Oh, oké.
Gipsverband. It's the same thing you know when you have a broken arm.
Ja. Kast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You can go for the next one.
It's a funny substance. En dan deze kant zo?
Nee, de andere.
Nog een keer.
First we do three layers.
Wow.
Well, it needs to be a bit strong, you know. It needs to hold the whole thing.
Yeah.
Am I in your bubble?
No.
In your personal space.
In your personal space?
But you can handle that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I hope so.
The relationship that tests.
Yeah, here the therapy is starting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Do you have an anniversary coming soon?
No. Do we? No. On the 16th.
In March, we have 2 years, but that takes one.
Okay. I give you also some cards when you leave.
Oh, cool.
Oh, leuk.
That our Tinderversary
Yeah.
is
This
the
you take home.
31st of December.
Yes.
That's kind of soon.
Yes. That's our Tinder first.
36th of December.
31st. Yeah.
31st of 36th of December. Duh. Okay.
Beautiful.
31st of December. Wow. So you met at New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
we had a match.
A match. A Tinder match.
Tinder. Your anniversary. Okay.
Now the whole world.
No.
No.
Yeah, then I have to send you the sculpture.
Yeah. Perfect.
That looks pretty good. You can also clean your hands in the
Great.
water and use the towels.
Cool. Okay, and then that hardens.
That hardens. If it's just hard enough, you can already start applying Vaseline.
Vaseline. On the sides, right?
Yeah, on the sides, so that you apply the Vaseline so the two sides of plaster don't stick together.
Okay.
So you can always remove them.
Kan je het dus weg? Zo? Ja.
And now you can be generous because
Okay.
it doesn't have to copy details. You just have to
Not stick.
not stick exactly.
Okay. En dan remember you told me.
Listen, this big jar of Vaseline is also amazing.
It never finishes.
No, I have two more, but I use it quite a lot because molding and stuff. Especially when I had to make my chest, I had to apply a really big deal of Vaseline. I have a very nice molding. This
Oh,
is
that's
my
your
chest.
chest. Oh, funny.
Wow.
Nice, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I also can show you. Well, I can also show this, but chest.
I think there is.
Nice body parts.
Is het lekker?
Ik voel het niet echt. Het zit allemaal iets te veel op.
I think you're quite done.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe use this because it's a bit.
Oh,
oily.
this does not work.
Oh,
The
because-
Vaseline in the water.
Are you allergic to this?
Oh no, that's good. But
Oh.
I was like, maybe get the Vaseline off, but
No.
it doesn't get off if it's in the water.
No, you need some alcohol
Yeah.
based cream.
Okay.
Alright, so then do the next
The other side.
the other side. And try not to overlap it. You can
Yeah.
come towards the edge, but don't do it on top of the other half. And actually, I wanted to treat some of the molds they made in the previous workshop. So if I'm going to cast silicone inside silicone, then I have to use a release agent so that the casting doesn't stick to the mold. So I'm going to do one in between. Also, this takes like 3 layers, and with a half an hour waiting time in between the
So?
layers.
So die.
Wat wil je doen?
Die kant even. Oh ja, dat is goed hoor. So. Okay. Is it alright? I think so.
It looks fine.
She will stop me if I'm doing something wrong.
I say wrong. You're doing it wrong. But no, I mean this can't really go wrong. It's just a support.
I always like things that can't really go wrong.
Ja.
And if it goes wrong, then you learn from it. Right?
You hope.
That's what you hope. Right?
Ja, de bobbel.
You're judging me. No. Zo? Nee, zo?
Kan niet echt. Ik kan niet zo
Then
goed
you
draaien.
realize the limits of your body.
Ja. Oké.
En de laatste hoor.
And I mean, you can also go a bit closer, like towards the edge. So then when I'm going to have it stored, then they connect nicely.
Dat is Moulding.
Smaak het toch?
niet lastig.
Lastig. Wie weet gewoon niet zo goed waar het heen moet of zo. Oké.
So, ready? Quite heavy.
Quite heavy.
You can see how heavy it is. You want to find out?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Do I just do
Just put your hand on it.
my hand?
Or your finger.
Then I push, right? So how does that work?
It's okay.
So?
Yeah. And how many grams?
60.
60.
And then after it's off, we can weigh it again.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so we just wait a few minutes until it hardens and then we can take it off. In case you missed your finger.
I don't even know how to put
You get used to it, right? Very fast. This is my finger now, that's how it looks.
Nou, Kiki is ook aan het... Kiki is Instagramming.
Share it to the world. Did she also do one for my breast? Somebody is saying that I am obsessed. What do you
Oh,
mean?
that's my brother.
Oh.
He's like, I am obsessed. I love it.
Oh, that's your brother.
Yeah,
Well,
It's
hello.
a positive thing.
Well, hello. Your name is Ferk.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm happy that you're obsessed. Obviously, you're not the only one. All right. How is it?
Yeah, oh, it's hard.
Oh, ja. Ja, deze ging ook heel snel deze kant.
Yeah.
So you think you can remove it? What I usually do, I press on the seams and I try to slowly release it. So if
Oh,
you
my Lord.
Yeah.
Here, on
Yeah.
here.
and then see where it
Dit ook
releases.
al. Dit is nog een beetje nat.
Oh, dat is vaseline.
Ja, dat was het hier. Dit gaat. So, I can take off the plaster or just the whole.
The plaster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nee. So.
And now what I suggest now for you, Lisa, if you try to see if it's stuck here at the bottom, try to release it, and then with the other hand, twist it and see where it releases, and then try to take it out.
Twist it?
Yeah, like with the other hand, try to twist
With
the
the other
mold.
hand, like this.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's loose now, I think. Yeah, it's loose.
Takes the whole finger off.
Can I take it out now?
And you wanna look? Wow.
Cool.
Let's see.
Exciting.
Very nice. I don't know if we can show this. Doesn't, but you can really see how detailed it is.
Yeah.
I mean, at least we can see, but you
Yeah.
have to believe us, people that
Yeah.
are watching.
Yes, cool.
Okay, so what I would like you to do now,
Het is allemaal goed, hè?
Yeah.
I always ask people to write a little note at the end of the workshop. I have notes from everybody that did the workshop. I have a little book with it.
Mhm.
So if you want, you can also clean your hands.
Oh, yeah.
They're dirty. So for Rimke, I would
Mhm.
like you to write what did you do, whose
Mhm.
finger it was, what relationship you had, whatever you like to write over here. But the most important is the name of who molded and the name of who was molded
Yes.
and which finger it was.
Okay, cool.
And this goes to my collection of soaps. I can show you. When I open my cupboard, you will see all of them.
Welke is het?
Index finger.
Right?
Yeah. Right hand index.
I also have a trash bin here.
Wat er nog meer over je phalanges en zo?
Als je wil.
So here are all the molds
With the names.
with the names, exactly. So I have 2 cups for you. And this. Lisa, you write it with Lisa.
Yes.
So,
Should I put it in?
thank you. It's not that you can read this, but
Backwards.
just for the symbolic symbolic
No,
meaning.
it's not backwards. It's just like.
Yeah, it worked.
Is it not
I
that?
don't know.
Oh, it looks like it worked.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
You should have just not these.
So now the other partner.
Mhm. Welke vind je doen? Mijn ring finger.
Het is wel lastig, maar hij zit dicht op andere vingers.
Ja, dat is meestal
Dat is
zo.
best lastig. Maar bij dit heb je in ieder geval gewoon zo. Duim is het makkelijkst, denk ik.
Ja, maar jij dacht toch dat het zo goed kon?
De wijze zegt.
Ga je gang.
What are you going to do first?
First, you have
The
to
Vaseline.
apply a thin layer of Vaseline,
Yes.
Oh ja.
while I
Die lijkt dus kind of stuff.
We gaan even testen.
I will already start preparing.
Very ticklish.
Oh, it's getting more intimate. Is it ticklish?
Ja, dat,
Bij je hand?
ja. Niet het ding zijn. Hè?
Ja, ja. Oh, shit. Is je helemaal ingesmeerd? Ja.
Oeh.
Stop met bewegen.
Oh.
Oké.
All right, so I'm going to prepare the materials for you again. The blue with the pink. So same amount of component A with the same amount of component B. Fresh, huh? I use these napkins a lot. They're really good for cleaning uncured silicone. Seriously. All right, so a thin layer of this.
Zou iets voor verf en Nina zijn dit?
Ja?
Also give you the brush in case you prefer to use this.
Hoe dit werkt. Kun je eerst maar even helemaal de snappen? Ja, thanks. Oh.
Just do it.
Zo, ja, zo. Dan
je natuurtalentje.
even je hand omdraaien. Helemaal, ja. Oh, goed toch?
Ja, joh.
Yeah, going very good.
Dus je vingers meer uit elkaar.
Ja, een beetje. Dus een...
Oh, drukt. Draai eens op. En dan meer even zo. Ja. Ja. Oké. De vingers omhoog. Ja.
Oh, I can't even imagine having this on my face.
Yeah, that's quite an experience.
Is het dan goed? Denk je? Beetje bij de basis misschien nog.
But I also had one time a plaster. I have made a plaster mold of my face when I was in art school, I think, and I did not know of the existence of this material.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh, I'm going to do it with plaster. I don't care. And that was less precise, but also having plaster on your face, just plaster, is quite intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, that's good. And I will also clean this.
Give me a... I'm gonna slap you.
It looks so weird when we see half faces all the time with these masks.
It sort of feels like it's not your face.
Yeah. It's clean. I'm going to start preparing the next batch.
Hoe voelt het? Ja, het gaat dan met je vastpakken, hè?
You can mix it, and while you mix it, I'm going to add the drop of the thickening agent. Yeah.
Yeah?
Tweede keer. Een stekker? Ja, zo. De andere kant van je vinger? Ja. Veel, hè?
It's okay. You can go wild with this one. Feel free.
It feels so weird.
Een beetje de zijkant op, een beetje zo daar. Ja.
If you're too warm, I can turn my heater off.
Oh, no, it's good.
Okay.
En de andere Kijk dan. Ja. Zoveel.
Ah, it's beautiful. Looks good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're done. Oh yeah.
Just relaxed for 1 second.
Oh well, it's not such a big deal.
You can get it off.
Yeah, but the middle fingers are quite difficult. I remember when I had to mold them also.
Mhm.
At some point, I tried to make more molds at the same time, like
Yeah.
3 of the fingers. But then, of course, it's not the best idea because you in your mold you'll see that some pressure is here because you have to keep them separated, and then the plaster is going to push on the other finger, and sometimes it can modify the shape.
If you want a relaxed finger.
Relaxed.
Yes.
Okay, the next and the last layer. This is my technique, huh? How to to get the right amount without spilling too much. Because these materials are not the cheapest, to say the least. Just, yeah. So I have this. I have a stick for you, and this ready. 2 drops now of the thickening agent.
Feel like a painter. Feel like a painter.
My paint.
An artist.
Artists.
This is how it's made, right? I mean, it's just copying.
Oké, nu de laatste keer. Leggen. Andere kant. Je een branddier. Het topje moet je even nog doen. Zijkanten. Andere zijkant. Ik zie aan deze vinger misschien ietsje meer hier. Voelt het al zwaar?
Ja, het is waar.
Zo.
It's good.
Perfect.
Lijkt alsof er meer op zit dan bij mij. It looks like there's more on it than with my flower, but I'm not sure.
Maybe you just a small fillet.
Or maybe you just made a thicker layer. It's possible.
Yeah. That may be the same.
You can compare it when it's
Yeah,
when it's all finished. And in case I need to come with my knife, if I need to do some surgical action. So we're going to wait a few, not a few, but I think only 1 minute. And then we're going to do the plaster casting. You remember what you have to do.
Yes.
Yes,
Within
you
the
do.
water. I hope
You can bring that close to you. And I have also the plaster bandages over here. This you will need it later. For the in between.
Ja, wat denk je?
If you want, you can also go in between and cut the
Ja,
pieces.
je gaat dit doen?
Oh my god.
Voor Victor.
Wil je dat?
Ja, weet je. Oh, maar ik durf, ik weet niet waar mijn...
Don't cut the finger.
No. Oké, je mag niet meer verder, goed zijn.
Nou. Dus
Alleen, je kan nog wel iets verder.
Hier zit geen vingerschat.
Ik weet...
Hier zit geen vinger. Oh, fijn.
Oh my god.
Dat is wel dichtbij.
Dat je dit durft.
Yeah, and from the other finger you can also peel it off. The silicone that's on the other finger that we don't want.
It's everywhere.
That's okay.
It's not so messy. I've seen worse.
Everywhere.
Beter?
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, start.
So, you ready for the plaster?
Yes.
Kun je iets dichterbij met je handje?
So the same, just make sure you cover only half of it. It's not so complicated. You were looking like, oh god,
Je komt de
no.
les over water, kon je er een beetje uitduwen. Ik weet niet hoe.
If you think it has too much water, you can also take out the excess. But in the end, what can only happen is that it leaks on the table, and that's not a problem.
Verwerkt op. Doe je meer naar boven? Zo? Zo?
Like this?
Yeah.
Het is chill, hè?
Het voelt chill.
Het voelt heel chill.
Ja.
So the therapy is working, right?
Yes.
Deze kan niet echt zien. Maar het ja, het ziet wel goed uit. Eerst vaseline, toch?
No,
First
you should do at least 3 layers so it's strong enough.
Oh, oké, ja.
So just the same, add it on top, rub it in, and then it becomes all one material.
Een beetje van Nancy. I have no idea what I'm doing.
I think you're doing quite okay. Yeah, and if you just touch it on top, you see that it becomes, like plaster, like one material, and you don't see the bandages as separated anymore.
Zo?
Ja.
It's quite cute, right? Already.
Mhm.
Wat nog?
You're so focused. Yeah.
Moments of intense focus,
Yeah.
concentration.
Mag ik eens even die kant kijken? Zo. Ja. Oké.
Cool. Right, this feels hard now. You're already a pro.
You want a towel?
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do.
Not you. Ja, ik moet heel veel erbij, schat. On the edges, right?
On the edges, yeah. So if the plaster touches the other half, it doesn't stick.
Voelt lekker.
Does it tickle again?
Nee, that feels nice.
Oh. Yeah.
Good.
Nou, nog een laatste.
And you're almost done then.
Kom met je vinger.
Goed.
Maar ik
Not sure if it's still here.
Kom met je vinger. Oh, dit is veel korter.
But you can also fold it.
Ja.
Zo. Goed zo.
It's weird activity.
Yeah. But at least now you can say you've learned how to make a mold of each
yeah.
other's finger. You can put it on your CV.
Ja.
And if you ever know somebody who needs to learn this, direct them to me. Wait, Allard is also
Allard
here.
is also here.
All your friends
Yes.
are seeing you.
Famous. Zo. Toch? Wat vind je ervan?
Prachtig.
Nu moeten we het over.
Yeah, just 1-2 minutes. And then you can have your finger back. but its replica is gonna stay with me forever.
That's nice.
You left a part of yourself.
Zit je te
Die smile is
kijken?
wel leuk.
Ja.
Yeah, well, I can bring this closer. The creation. It's a bit delayed.
Delayed, ja.
Ja.
This is a great screenshot. It's so serious. Are you proud of yourself?
Yes. For making my...
Yeah, and you can also check from time to time if it's hard enough to release it.
Bijna, denk ik.
Almost. Hier nog een beetje nog.
So yesterday I made this.
Oh my god.
Cool.
Looks like a sculpture.
So it is.
Ah,
But
I thought it was another mold.
no, it's I just made it.
Cool.
So
Just
heavy.
have
this is what I'm watch out, it's a bit
Yeah,
wet.
yeah, yeah.
So it has not been in the kiln yet, so it's a bit fragile. But you see, so what I did, I used the mold, and actually the plaster mold, and I put the liquid clay inside, and then I sculpted the eyes all over.
Okay, yeah.
So this baby is going to go in the oven soon.
Ik denk dat je het af kan halen.
Ja. Dat moet jij doen, toch? Of
Nee,
niet?
jij.
Oké.
Je moet zo... Ze zei dat je als je zo...
What to do now? Next.
Now you press on the seams where it's connected and then try to release it. And you can put some strength if it doesn't go easily. Yeah.
Ja, ging best lastig nog.
Ja?
Zo.
Oké.
Yeah, and now for you, just try to release it at the
Yeah, it's already
base.
released at the...
okay, then easily take it out.
Ooh.
But I have also a flashlight for you.
Okay.
Speaker. Oh, dit is nog niet zoveel.
You can
Cool.
use the water. So yeah, take the water to clean your hands, and then I will ask you to write the note. Put it in the glass.
Zo. Mag ik het watertje even lezen?
She is asking for the water.
Yeah.
So give that first. And then the tongue and this. Sorry. Again, write who made the mold, of whose finger, and whatever you
So when
like
did
to.
you start making fingers?
I started 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
The whole project started around 2 years ago, and first I was making only the molds of my partner's fingers, and then I realized that
How do you write mold?
Mouild, but you can also write it Mold. It's the same word, but you can write it in two ways. So yeah, 2 years ago, and then I invited 2 or 3 couples in partners, not that they are in a relationship, but I only invited people that have a connection with each other, either that is best friends or some sort of bond. Yeah, I mean, I also had teachers and students, for example, or work colleagues, And yeah, and then I got the funding last year, and then I started regularly organizing workshops.
Yeah.
And I tried to attract a big diversity in
Yeah.
relationships. That was a nice way for me to research the dynamics of people, how they are.
How they interact.
Yeah, how they are together, how they
Yeah.
interact, but also just to open up the creative process and
Mhm.
tell people, well, this is how it's made, and you can also do it.
Yeah. Cool.
So this is the finger of Rimke.
Yeah.
Going to write your name.
It's a very peaceful process.
It is, right?
I think so, yeah.
I experience it like that too, and it's also quite intimate because you have to do it together.
Yeah. Like and subscribe.
Yeah. Well, I'm not that kind of YouTuber. Actually, I've never really used this account that much, but okay, let's see.
Heb je een naam gezegd? Jouw echt naam?
Ja?
Ja.
The note.
Ja, je kan het dus wel gewoon lezen.
Yeah, it's not mirror.
No.
Okay. Well,
Cool.
thank you. I guess that's it for today.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep your molds and make the sculpture and send it on your Tinder anniversary.
Yeah, that's nice. Thank you.
Okay.
I really like it.
Yes.
Do you like it?
Yes. It's a peaceful process.
I think it's very peaceful.
Very design.
Okay. And now let's say goodbye to the people watching. So all our viewers for today, all the friends. Thank you for watching. I guess we are done for today. At some point, you're probably going to see the fingers in some artwork or at your home.
Yeah.
If you have any other questions, let us know. Okay, bye-bye. Have a great Sunday.
Ja,